What? Why don't I know this? Whenever people talk about Bollywood, right, and or like Bollywood actors in general, there is always only two categories, right? One is या तो ये बहुत overrated है, या तो ये बहुत underrated है. But so when Soumya and I were actually researching, we found a third category that we would like to talk about today. Okay, that are correctly rated actors.
Actors that you don't think about because you're like, हाँ बराबर,
हाँ,
सही में उसको नहीं मिलना चाहिए था award.
मतलब बेसिकली उसको तेरे को जो मूवी मिला है उसमें खुश रह, ना उससे ऊपर मिलना चाहिए था ना उससे नीचे मिलना चाहिए था, ठीक है. ऐसे लोग हैं. एंड डूड एक्चुअली व्हाट, बिकॉज दीस गाइज आर नॉट अंडररेटेड और ओवररेटेड, आई फील वी डोंट थिंक अबाउट देम एट ऑल.
And they keep getting movies.
Yeah.
That is the thing. Like
Like
because they don't have any like thing on their shoulders कि they have to carry this film or
हाँ,
anything.
उनका बहुत
anymore मतलब.
subtle consistency रहता है. Like they will be putting out a body of work, but you will never know that they are doing it. Like it's a must sweet spot. And I'll tell you one name that was on the top of my list for this. And once I say the name, you'll immediately understand what a correctly rated actor is. And that dude is Dino Morea.
Oh fuck. Dino.
Like,
I haven't thought about Dino Morea in a very long time.
Exactly. That is the point. And Dino Morea, I only remember him doing Raz.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's
Fair
it.
enough.
उसने किए होंगे, ठीक है, बहुत मूवीज किए होंगे, कॉमेडीज किए होंगे, एक्शन किया होगा.
He has done like other language movies also, like non-Hindi movies.
हाँ क्या?
Yeah, which is very weird. You know how sometimes you go into the Wikipedia rabbit hole and then you end up seeing people's filmographies. Like if you do that with him, you'd be like, oh, okay.
है ना, dude, but I only know him about with Raz, and then I actually when we were like looking up articles and when you said that he was dating Bipasha Basu, that is exactly why I know he was in Raz.
Because he was dating Bipasha Basu.
And like both of them were together, so it was like a huge, like it was a rage.
They were together for very long, like 6 years or something. Damn. And I'll tell you why I remember this. Because 2002, they broke up. Yeah. Like very specific. Why I remember this is because the next year in 2003, they won a Zee Cine Award for Dynamic Duo after they broke up.
After they broke up? For what?
For Raz, I think. Like, I don't know why people are giving out awards for being a dynamic duo.
No, बड़वे लोग हैं लोग बड़वे हैं कि तो they just want to rub salt in the wounds. You broke up, you know what? Dynamic duo. This is going to be a little controversial. 100% मैं upfront बोलता हूँ. We think about her a lot. We know her also quite a bit. But for me, she is correctly rated. Like I don't think she deserved better or worse. And that's Malaika Sherawat.
Mallika Sherawat.
Malaika, whatever.
Malaika Arora Khan.
अरे proper noun है रे. Proper noun है.
No.
ठीक है, Mallika Sherawat. Okay. इधर ही controversy. नाम में चालू हो गया मतलब नाम. We haven't come to the crux of the content.
Oh my God, Mallika Sherawat.
I feel she's gotten roles of being an eye candy in almost every film, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, you're made for those kind of roles.
Fair enough. Like, I mean, why item songs exist is because of that only. Like, you know, because people think that this is important. No, but see, look at this, okay? You remember how in the episode we actually spoke about how murdered Imran Hashmi's image. I think Murder made Mallika Sherawat's image.
Yeah.
Because she had done 2 movies before that.
Correct.
But nobody really noticed.
Basically, Murder was stereotyping for both.
And I guess Ashmit Patel also.
उपेन पटेल उसमें
नहीं अश्मित था.
उमेद था.
अरे भाई अश्मित था वो.
Are you sure it was
Yes,
Ashmit?
it was Ashmit.
This saga is
Upen Patel's first movie was 36 Chinatown.
What?
That was his first movie.
I genuinely thought it was these Patels, I tell you.
This keeps happening. It's going to keep happening.
Ashmit Patel तो ठीक है.
But it was kind of like, honestly, his role in that movie was really weird. So like we just...
I don't...
It was only about Imran Hashmi and Mallika Sherawat.
Yeah, of course.
Like, definitely. But Mallika Sherawat ka, like her, like... The time I remember the most was when she did that Jackie Chan movie, The Myth. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
She had become the talk of the town because she was doing a Chinese film.
Correct. That's true. I forgot about that completely.
Wild. You remember that time?
I'll tell you why I forgot about it, because Disha Patni did a film with Jackie Chan, and I'm like, हाँ ठीक है, like
she's replaced Mallika
Sherawat,
like
yeah, पूरा हो गया. Okay, who do you think, like, who are on the on your list? Who do you think?
I think correctly rated, where everybody says कि हाँ बराबर से rate किया गया है, he does not deserve any more. Top of my list is Uday Chopra.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think everybody knows what a chutiax he is. And
Uday
nobody
Chopra
cares
is
about
borderline overrated. Like borderline overrated he is. If you'd have done one lead role.
No, see, you remember in Kal Ho Na Ho, there was this one, that Chhe Din Ladki in part, and then Uday Chopra comes and says, Day 6. I think he's made only for that.
Wait, usme Uday Chopra?
He's there in that one shot where he comes and says, Day 6, and he goes out.
What? Why don't I know this?
अरे हॉकाई से देखना पड़ता है सब मूवी.
Oh, nonsense. I don't know this.
अरे he's made for this kind of shit only. Even Dil Bole Hadippa, in some song he was a truck driver, I think. Like, you know, ऐसे.
So he's made for
special appearances.
Useless cameos that people don't remember.
The thing is that cameos work for him now because he has done the movies he has done before. Like, wait a minute. I think Uday Chopra was perfect in Dhoom. I don't think anyone can do that.
I don't think anyone can do Ali's role. That makes sense.
I don't think anyone can do that role. Yeah. And बराबर से उदय चोपड़ा को पकड़ा है उसके लिए. मतलब जितने भी धूम होंगे, I think उदय चोपड़ा will be a staple.
He has to be.
Everybody else will change, but Uday Chopra has to be there.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think that you can replace him. But there we go. Like, I think Uday Chopra का sole purpose हमें मिल गया है.
Yeah, just to be Ali. So he tried doing. He was in Mohabbatein also, I guess.
Mohabbatein was his first film as an actor.
हाँ क्या? Nah,
but he's been an AD on many films, but like Dilwale Dulhaniya पे AD था वो. मतलब he's been like a lot of Aditya Chopra films he's been AD.
Makes sense. Actually, another person that comes to mind. Okay, just randomly, like same Uday Chopra, basically muscles, right? So this guy was nothing but muscles. Like his face also couldn't give expressions, and this dude is Sahil Khan.
It's Sohail Khan?
Sahil.
Who's Sahil Khan?
Dude, Style देखा है?
Oh, that guy! Oh my god, fuck.
It's Sahil Khan only.
Dude, I haven't thought about Style in ages.
Yeah.
Like in ice ages. Especially because what came out of Style was Sharman Joshi.
Exactly. Yeah, actually none of the comic reliefs also did well. The actresses also didn't do well.
There was way too much going on in that movie though.
Sahil Khan has now renowned as a bodybuilder, and he runs an international chain of gyms. And he's become an Instagram
at least
influencer.
He used like one of his passions.
One नहीं, एक ही था.
अरे
उसने दो मूवी किया.
It might be, acting might be his passion. You know, like how graphic design is someone's passion.
Nice. I like that equation. I would like Sahil Khan to sit in an office and do graphic designing. Like that image is very nice.
Oh, nice.
But see, he did two movies, Style and Excuse Me. Both are cult classics. Like there is a separate fan following for those.
Got it.
And then he's like, bus. Makes sense.
And he started his gym thing. Matlab, see, he got followers out of it. Like how people go on Big Boss and all, and then suddenly they have a million views, million followers on Instagram and shit. It's like that only. These people use it.
Dude, I am so sure Sahil Khan was contacted for Big Boss at some point.
Oh,
I am so sure. कुछ ना कुछ story तो पक्का निकल जाएगा इसमें. Also, now that you mentioned the Khans and you.
And I had spoken about Sohail Khan.
Sohail Khan and Arbaz Khan are correctly rated. Again, these are like Uday Chopra is borderline overrated. Like almost.
Like, I think, because of their families or whatever, and their contacts because of their families, they get like a lot of bhav, but I don't think they deserve it.
So, Hello Brother में Arbaz Khan था.
Yes.
Also known as Roger Federer.
He does look like him though. I 100% agree with that. He does look like him.
Sohail Khan was in वो Just Chill Chill वाला movie. कौन सा movie था वो?
Yes. He was in मैंने प्यार क्यों किया.
Correct.
But my favorite Sohail Khan movie is Krishna Cottage. Do you remember?
Oh fuck, Krishna Cottage, वो horror film था ना? Yeah. Remember. I haven't seen it.
I think the first Hindi horror film that I've ever seen in my life.
Krishna
Cottage. Because I think I was just not interested in horror before that. But I liked that movie because it was interesting. And the one thing I remember from that movie is like the expressway pe, there's one shot where the car is like going and they're trying to escape Krishna Cottage or something like that. And वो एक tunnel पे ना one wall of ice forms.
What?
And then they break through it. And it's damn wild, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what is
I have
going
a lot of scientific questions, but
that lady, ghost or whoever she was,
so ghost आने तो ठंडा हो जाता है.
She was trying to prevent them from leaving. Some
So
shit was going on, like ice था वो.
Bricks,
Ice.
rock, कुछ तो.
अरे ghost ठंडा, that is the same equation that you were talking about. But yeah, and I think Sohail Khan and Arbaz Khan का perfect role was in Jaane Tu Ya Jaane Na.
Yeah. Again, like Uday Chopra, the random cameos that people will not remember.
Yeah.
Just come, do your
but you
shit
do
and
kind of remember them in that movie, I feel.
Yeah, sort of.
Like, I feel like.
Okay. Dude, Uday Chopra तो याद ही नहीं.
I remember it has stuck with me because I was so shocked. I was like, why did this happen?
Dude, this day 6 is going to stay with me for a while. I know. Okay, last. The best. ठीक है, हरमन बवेजा है.
Upen Patel,
हरमन बवेजा, and the third is Neil Nitin Mukesh.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good people, whatever. ठीक है, but अभी we'll crème de la crème, the best person ever, incorrectly rated actor is Mr. Himesh Reshamya.
He is quite correctly rated.
He is amazingly correctly
But you know
rated.
what? In the middle, when he was getting film after film and he was making film after film, I felt like he was going to get Salman Khan status.
No.
Like, I felt that is because weirdly enough, there were people who were into his films. I don't know. Like, I feel like he was making films. He was making films where he himself was a character, dude. Like, that takes a lot.
In Aapka Surur, Himesh Reshamya plays Himesh Reshamya. Yeah, like legit. He's a singer, he's a performer, and all of that shit.
And I think it takes it feels like you've peaked at some point when you can do that.
See, I'll tell you why I don't feel it's Salman status. Because Salman ke movies mein na, there are some people who are genuinely interested, and there are some people who are like ironically interested. Ki like, haan, maja kar. Himesh Reshamya all ironically interested.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right for this, because I don't think so.
Dude, the saddest Himesh Reshamya story that I know related to films, right? Not songs. Related to films was that he produced a movie called Radio, right? Man Ka Radio, was it called?
Radio? It was Radio.
Right? So he was starring in Radio, right? And Radio flopped, like big time. And then his neighborhood ka people complained to the cops that this guy at 2:33 in the morning is playing Radio, Man Ka Radio, that one song over and over in loud volume, and all of us can hear it. This was after the movie flopped, and I'm like, dude, that's
very
so sad.
That I feel bad about it.
But yeah, and I feel he did a good job in Khiladi 786 as the comic relief, but then that's about it.
He got nominated or something for that one.
Yeah. But yeah, Himesh Reshamya, if he makes more movies, I will definitely watch them.
Wow.
As simple as that.
यही है जिसकी वजह से nomination वगैरह मिल रहा है हिमेश रेशमिया को.
But he's still correctly rated because he should not do like a commercial Bollywood film and all. बस इतने में खुश रहो सर.
Oh my god.
That was fun. So actually, if you guys are interested in the underrated actors of Bollywood, so I've done a podcast on it. You'll find it right here.
And please follow, subscribe to our channel Padaku Panda. We make new episodes every Friday.
And small bits of content throughout the week. So subscribe, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any of it.